Here is a Polar Cub fan. Unfortunately, we do not have any information on this, which is kind of annoying because now I don't have a good way to make sure the fan is running in spec. So this is an old fan that I bought at an antique store. Paid about, I'd say about 35 bucks for it. But I didn't even dare to plug it in because, as you can see here, this is the copper right there. And it's right next to each other, so they're going to short out if I even dare to plug it in. But I'm probably going to bet that this fan still works. And yeah, the rest of the cord's probably still okay, but I am not going to use any part of that cord because, I mean, cords will last a long time. If they fray, I just replace it. So I'm just going to replace it with this cord right here, which this is still non-polarized cord. But I am going to just go ahead and replace all the wiring in there because this is no good. So let's take the back cover off, which hopefully it's just these two bolts. And you want to be careful with them so they don't get lost. And this hopefully should pop off. And that rubber grommet right there seems to be deteriorated, so I'm going to probably replace that. If I do end up breaking it, if it breaks, it breaks. Rubber grommets are easily affordable. Well, since this is not going to want to come off, I think this clip thing has to get lifted up a little bit to come off. Oh, there we go. Now we got it. Okay. Yeah, this wire is really spoiled. Looks like this is soldered on, which, that's fine. I can solder stuff. I've also noticed that this is electrical tape, which I'm going to be very careful with this because I can imagine these wires are starting to get kind of brittle. And they are soldered on, which is fine. We can solder stuff. Alright, I need to find the wire cutters or something. And we'll cut off the solder part. And this right here will take this tape off. And cut this off. All right. There we go. Yeah, this wire is bad. Yeah. Well, we're going to throw away that cord because there's no chance we're going to use that. And I think we're going to replace the grommet as well because that is so deteriorated. And, oh my gosh. Yes, wire is so deteriorated. Alright, I'm going to get a rubber grommet for this. We've got our grommet right here. Hopefully this will fit. If it doesn't, I don't have any other grommets that are smaller. So I might have to stop at the hardware store before I go to work tomorrow. Hopefully this project does not have to last for that long, because after about another 20 minutes, I'm gonna have enough. There we go. That took a fair bit of work to get on, but at least it's now on. We'll take that off and strip this wire. And we're gonna thread it through this hole. And I'm gonna use the knotting method. All right. Well, I am going to strip this wire a little bit back. All right. I've also learned this too. When you work with single strand wire, you got, no matter how durable it looks, you got to be careful with it, because if you don't, it can break, and that's not good. So I'm just looking for a pair of wire strippers. Hopefully we can strip this wire. And I like to go a bigger gauge. There goes one wire. And now the other. There we go. Now I'm just gonna, I gotta get some heat shrink first. All right, I'm gonna heat up my soldering iron. While that's heating up, I'm gonna go get some heat shrink for this project. All right, so we got ohm meter. Let's make sure this works. We have one switch. We have both of the prongs together. Looks like we got 36 ohms. That seems okay. I'm gonna touch one probe to one side of the cord and be hot. Check a couple places around the fan. That looks good. And yep, that looks normal. So according to the meter, we should be safe to plug this in. All right, so this cord's not very long. I might have to get an extension cord for this. Or actually, it stands far away from the, see if I can get this a little closer here. Yeah, I think that should reach you out just fine. All right. Let's see here. Yep, looks like it works. Did not go bang. But I think it can use a little bit of oiling, so let's get some zoom spout out. Fan is a little dehydrated. We're gonna get a couple, gonna give it a good drink of zoom spout here. It's not super dry, but just for good measure. The bearings are plenty free, but it does make a sound. So let's see if the noise will go away after putting oil in. Yeah, there's some sort of sound going on. I think something might be loose. Hope that's the case. All right, just tightening a couple things here. And it does look like this could use a little tightening, so yeah, that definitely was a little loose here. All right, let's see if that, I'm not having high hopes, but let's see if, or actually might be the badge. Maybe that could be messed up. Or honestly, I want to see if taking the guard off will make a difference. I don't think it will, but we'll try it. See if it could be something to do with the guard. And yes, I am being dangerous here, but I do not care. There we go. Yeah, there's quite a bit of play in the bearings. That's probably might be the sound. I don't think it has anything to do with bearings. I think it's just a... Yep. So it is the thrust washers, which that's going to be a project for another day, but well, at least we know the fan works, so at least that's the main thing. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching.